I wonder how Tina's doing right now. Thus, it became late into the night Space Marines, and eventually Tina returned. But what do you mean? But there can't be any. Oh. What? What wrong could have possibly happened? Why are you crying?
いやー、難産でございましたね。
Was it? Was it really that bad?
赤ちゃん産むの怖いです。
Oh yeah, and you wanted one? Pfft, you're fucked. I see. To be perfectly honest, I was slightly hoping she'd say, I want a baby, like she did before, but, now she's got the fear instilled in her.
私、男の子に生まれたかったです。
Oh, doesn't every woman at some point. When it comes to the periods, and the pregnancy, and the even. I suppose that means I shouldn't expect any erotic happenings for the next while. That thought made me covertly drop my shoulders in dejection. Man, I should have just kept going. The days go by uneventfully, Space Marines, and then a couple days after my reconciliation with Suo after school hours.
ミオちゃんは花壇の整備、ユーリは校内の見回り、コエタくんとコナタンは資料室の整理。
Yeah, so it's just us in here? Means we'll be the only ones in here for a while, huh?
二人っきりだね。
I swear to God, Anne. I guess.
ちょっと、とことんまでそっけなくない？
You had your chance. Since I have a girlfriend, it's only natural for me to I mean, it's naturally only what the fuck? It's naturally only it'll naturally only be a bother, Space Marines, to me if you try to make approaches of that sort towards me. Dude, it's Anne, though. Hardly anything good comes from being alone with Senpai. So I choose to focus on the papers before my eyes.
それ、生徒会への要望書？
I don't know. I'm looking at it. Yeah, it was in the Dropbox.
どれどれ？どんなお願いが来てるのかな？
Oh, you're getting closer to me. With Senpai peering at the writing in my hands, I also continue to read through it. What the heck is this?
浅場先輩に彼女がいるって本当ですか？そこのところはっきりさせてください。か。
It's true. I do in fact have the girlfriends. What do students of this school think the student council is?
ユーリみたいなお堅いこと言わないの。いいじゃない。そのくらいは答えてあげれば？
And how do you suppose I should do that?
新聞部に頼んで、ユーマくんの独占インタビューとか。
Ew. Why would I ever do that in a million years? That means more interaction with fucking Hanako, whom everyone hates except fucking, Terracult and, like, a couple other people. I'd rather pass on that. Hanako knows my girlfriend's Tina. Yup, and also that. So God only knows how far she's going to take it when she interrogates me.
でもさ、実際のところ、あれからティナちゃんとはどうなの？
She's been alright. What do you want to hear? We spend our days pretty much as usual.
変わりなくラブラブ？
Yes. That's not what I meant, though.
あれ、ラブラブじゃないの？
We are, though. Really. A lot. No, we're doing great, but, I somehow end up unnaturally faltering with my words mid-sentence.
何かあった？
Oh God, are we really gonna talk about this with Anne? It's the opposite, in fact. I guess it's because all the tension suddenly disappeared from her that Tina went back to her former lazybones lifestyle. Oh, okay. Whew. I thought we were about to discuss with Anne about not having the diddly with Tina lately because, she's the babies.
ああ、まあ最近はいろいろと大変だったものね。
Basically, she's just being a lazy-ass fairy again. Not even a fairy. Yeah, consequently, I'm shrugging it off as as a natural backlash, but yeah.
相手してもらえなくて寂しいんだ。
That's not what I...
意地張らなくてもいいんだよ。
Dude honestly bites. Her broad grin is slightly pissing me off. Wow!
でもさ、ユウマくんからも歩み寄らないと。早くも倦怠期ってどうかと思うよ。
Nothing's dying out. I'm, rather busy too, so we kind of end up passing each other. But our hearts are firmly connected, you know.
うわぁ、真面目な顔で恥ずかしいセリフとか、ドン引きだわ。
That's gross. I know. Say what you want. Anyhow, Tina and I are truly in love with each other, and there's nothing that can change that.
はいはい、ごちそうさま。だけどね、忙しいとか言わないで、ちゃんとイチャイチャはしないとダメだよ。
Damn it. Yeah, easy for you to say.
大事なことでしょ。女の子はいつだって男の子のアプローチを待っているんだから。
Dude, girls make the first move sometimes too, Anne. Come on now. Gotta say, I don't see how your words are any less embarrassing than what I said.
ちょっと真面目にアドバイスしてるのにひどいと思う。
That's just my personality. Nonetheless, what she said in itself is in fact spot on.
そもそも忙しくさせてる張本人は私だっけ。仕事をしつけといて言えたぎりじゃないか。
Yeah. Look, I'm used to all this work, so don't even fret. I'm a regular student council member, you know? Nothing wrong with giving me work.
それでも言ったからには責任を取らないとね。あとはやっておくから今日はもう帰っていいよ。
You gonna do what now? Ooh. Having said that, she snatches away the stack of papers placed in front of me. Hey! Those are mine, you bitch. Even if I went home now, I'd just probably find her sleeping. You don't have to go that far for me.
だったら寝顔でも見ていてあげれば。起きた時にユウマくんがいてくれたらきっとティナちゃん喜ぶよ。
It'd just be creepy just watching for like... Well, she sleeps for a while, so like 3 hours is... I can't help but wonder if she'd really feel happy with just that, actually.
ティナちゃんのこと幸せにしてあげてね。
I always do. I will. With the way she put it, I had no other choice but to nod. Alright, I'll see you later. Wow. Nighttime? Evening. The same day.
ユウマさん
I still can never look at those pajamas ever again the same way. Having returned to my room after taking a bath together with Konami, Tina gazes up at me with puzzlement. Oh, I thought for a second I was in the bath. Wait, no, I was in the bath together with Konami. No, wait. No, my brain died. No, what I meant to say was, I thought I was in the bath with Konami at first, due to this line, but then Tina showed up in the last second to shake off those troubles. Because Tina was in the bath. Something the matter?
それは私のセリフです。何か考え込んでいましたので。
It just means nothing important.
ですが、何か言いたいことがありそうです。
You know what? I'm surprised you even noticed.
それはもう恋人ですから。
Well, hearing that, I feel a tiny bit abashed.
それで何を考えていましたか？
What is troubling you, my child? You won't let me off the hook, huh?
好きな人の悩み事とか気になるに決まっています。
Well, I guess you're right. In fact, it's not like I was ruminating on a serious matter or anything. It's just that I was trying to think of a way to put what Senpai told me into practice. Say, Tina.
はい。
Is there anything in particular you want to do or you want to have?
どうしたんですか？突然。
It's my questions. Don't mind that. Just answer my question. Damn it.
お風呂上がりなので牛乳が飲みたいです。
Well, that's very simple of a thing, but that's not what I'm talking about. But if you want to drink milk, I can bring you a glass.
今はお話中なので後でもいいです。
She is in a cow onesie. Besides that, I'm talking about a bolder request.
本当にどうしたんですか？
Her eyes slightly look as if she is seeing something peculiar. Well, see, I figured it'd be a good idea to do something a little more couple-like. You worked really hard, which is why I want to, how should I say this? Reward you. No, that's not right. I want to try to be a better boyfriend to you. Yeah, that's it. Tina's going to live on as a Soul Reaper, and I don't want to merely watch over this Soul Reaper girlfriend of mine. I want to support her, no matter what she needs. I'm positive that is the role I absolutely need to fulfill. So, do you have anything you want? Something with which I can make you happy as your boyfriend? Give me a baby.
私はユーマさんがそばにいてくれるだけで十分ですよ。
She says so with a gentle smile, smileys on her face.
それだけでも本当に幸せなんです。知っていましたか？
I see. Her awfully straightforward sentiment makes me feel embarrassed. Nonetheless, I can't back down here. I absolutely want to do something for her. Look, it's boring to merely be by my side and nothing else, right?
お話ししているだけでも楽しいですけど。
But really, I'm okay with all this. No reservations at a time like these. Anything's fine. Just tell me what you want. Anything. Come on.
急に言われましても。
We're really just fucking just. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? As at my insistence, Tina, albeit somewhat baffled, starts to ponder.
何でもいいんですか？
Yeah. Could you think of something? Come on, come on. As I urge her on, she starts to fidget around somewhat shyly. Oh no.
ですね。
Oh no, here we go. Right now, I'll go along with almost anything. Almost. Depends on what it is. Go ahead. If she told me to marry her, I believe I'd do so without any hesitation whatsoever. If she told me to financially support her for the rest of our lives, I'd gladly serve as her ATM. Alright, guy. As long as it would just lighten her load. So basically, that's how firm my resolve to devote myself to her is. But contrary to expectations...
今はそのエッチなことしてほしいです。
Sweet. Easy for me to do and not have to spend money. Well, you what now?
だってユーマさん最近何もしてくれないじゃないですか。
Well, you saw how terrible a thing childbirth can be. Oh, that'd be more like a reward for me, actually. It's a reward for everyone. Sex isn't just for one person.
そんなことないです。その女の子だってしたくなっちゃうんですよ。
Well, why don't you try to be the dominant one and just fuck! But look, didn't you tell me the other day how scary pregnancy is?
もしかしてそれで何もしなかったのですか？
I obviously can't lay a hand on a girl if she doesn't want to. That'd be a whole different thing.
ユーマさん何も分かっていません。
Excuse me. What do you mean? Seriously unable to understand, I'm rendered dumbfounded. I honestly doubt it. Just to be sure, you aren't getting at using a rubber, right?
ゴムって輪ゴムで縛るんですか？
Well, we could just rule that one out. No, that's a different word for condom.
コンド？
I knew she was gonna be like, what's a condom? Well, looks like she has a devastating lack of knowledge concerning contraceptives.
よくわからないですけど、とにかくエッチなことは嫌ではありません。
Even though you're afraid of pregnancy?
確かに赤ちゃん産むのはちょっと怖いですけど。
then you don't have to push yourself, and,
ユーマさん、違うんです。
She interrupts me mid-sentence and directs a gentle smile at me.
私、怖くても平気ですよ。
That's so, huh?
はい。怖いことから逃げたりしません。頑張れば、きっといいことがあるって思います。
And that's why you want to give it your best. Is that what you're saying? She nods deeply.
エッチもしたいですし、赤ちゃんも産んでみたいです。
Look at Tina being all brave and...
ユーマさんとなら知りたいんです。
What exactly?
私にはお父さんもお母さんもいないから。普通の家族の幸せ教えてください。私がお母さんになりますから。
Oh, well, isn't that just sweet? Somewhat zoning out, I can't help but think that Tina has gotten really strong.
そのためにはまずは赤ちゃんが必要です。作りましょう。赤ちゃんください。
There's a lot of baby making in this route. As per the norm, it looks like she is somewhat disconnected from what you'd call common sense. Boy, you just skipped a couple steps in between there.
何か間違っていましたか？
You're bad at everything, but that's okay. There's no need to rush things. It's perfectly fine enough if we just start out as a normal couple. We don't have to go straight to fucking... Well, fucking... And why does it do this? We're always gonna be together from now on. So if we go by what is normal, we should enjoy the time of there being just the two of us for a while longer. Yeah, that.
そういうものですか？
I think that's how it usually goes for most spouses anyway.
夫婦ですか？ユーマさんと。
Somehow this has really turned out to be some kind of proposal. Well, I guess that's okay.
でもそれだとエッチは
But what about the diddly?
しちゃダメですか？したくないですか？
Are you gonna be fucking in your onesie again? Because that's gonna make me not see it in a way worse way than I was previously. Of course I want to. Though I guess considering what I just said, the proper thing to do would just be to buy condoms first.
でしたら
I assume I have none. The only time condoms ever came up in a situation was Yuri's route. She gave up that real quick. Wait, I already exploded the diddly inside the diddly here. So, like, why? Does it matter anymore? You can't get more pregnant. Not saying she is or anything, but... Yeah, we could do it if you want it as well. Should you actually get pregnant? Well, think about it at the time. To be perfectly honest, it didn't seem like I could hold myself back any longer, because we have really bad fucking self-control. A couple minutes later, so we eventually did the doggy, and you realize just how small Tina actually is compared to Yuma. So that was a thing. He could literally destroy her, and in fact we did. A short while later. Tina got fucking destroyed. A yawn escapes Tina as I wipe her lower body, which is stained with semen and her own fluids. Are you sleepy?
はい、疲れました。
Well, no, that's no wonder, I guess. We overdid it a little bit tonight.
でも、気持ちよかったです。
By overdid it, I do mean overdid it. I see. I also felt good. I just might have been enslaved to your body.
やりました。
But more importantly, right now, why don't you take a shower before sleep? I've wiped you clean, but you'll feel more refreshed that way.
いいです。今日はこのまま。
It's okay. I'm just gonna die like this. Looks like she really isn't able to fight off her sleepiness for much longer. Her body is tottering and teetering. Alright, just put on your pajamas and go back to bed then.
一緒に寝てもいいですか?
Well, I figured that was the plan. I wasn't gonna just kick you out. Sure we can, but,
おやすみのキスを。
As she softly closes her eyes, I draw my face near hers and kiss her. There you go. See? You're all set. Tina?
おやすみなさい。
And she's out. At once, she staggers toward the beds. Bed. Did I say beds? Bed. Hey, Tina, I told you to put on your... Apparently, my call came too late. She falls into the bed, stark naked. Well, I guess I just need to make sure she changes into her pajamas tomorrow morning before, Howie-san turns up and... Oof. I give up and put the blanket over her body so that she at least won't catch a cold. Fucking naked ass Soul Reaper lolly love fairy thing. Sound asleep already? Ooh, guess we really did overdo it. Not that I can talk, though. I actually came 4 times, so frankly speaking, I'm extremely tired to the bone, so I can hardly keep my eyes open. Bruh, you went way longer than that but in the other rounds. Question mark, Space Marines? While I gently arrange her bangs, a sense of deja vu washes over me. Tina? From when I came to school until dinner, she was sound asleep the whole time. It didn't look like she was just snoozing, and right now it's exactly the same as earlier. Isn't she basically doing nothing but sleep, which is really bad? The bud of a slight apprehension begins to sprout up in my chest. But that can't be, right? Didn't we fix the problem? I love you too. I suppose she's merely tired because of the sex. I can't really bring myself to wake her up for close to no reason. In the end, I decided to just let her sleep. Oh god, the sad music. The next day after school, I went home early and still found Tina sleeping, just like yesterday. Uh-huh. There has been absolutely no change since I forced her pajamas on earlier at dawn. During the time I was helping her put it on myself, so she also remained half asleep. Once done, she immediately went back to bed and went out like a light, and has been continuing her deep sleep to this moment. Suspicion is shifting to conviction. Hey, Kataru.
はい。いかがなさいましたか?
The fuck's going on, you piece of shit? Has Tina been sleeping since morning?
よっぽどお疲れのようでございますね。やはり夕べは朝までお楽しみでしたか?
Oh, well, you got that right. Well,
そんなこともあろうかと席を外して正解でしたね。私、気遣いのできる使い魔ですゆえ。
made a smart decision there, but let's not worry about that right now. It was just before I left for school when Kotaro suddenly returned. Alright, lately you haven't been around much at all. That might be the reason why he didn't notice.
ユーマ様?
Presumably having noticed my serious mood, Kotaro tilts his head in puzzlement. It was the right choice to exercise discretion, but we didn't keep going until morning.
それはつまり...
Basically, we're fucked. I explained to him my misgiving that Tina appears to be sleeping the whole time. Don't you think something is a little bit off?
以前にもこのようなことがございましたね。
Right, but that's supposedly has been resolved, right?
はい、そのはずでございますが。
I can't stop the anxiety from welling up inside me. Do you have any idea what might be wrong with her?
私では残念ながら。
Guess we'll have to ask an actual Soul Reaper. Then let's have Eleonora check on her. There we go.
ヒュベ様にも来ていただきましょう。このようなことにはあのお方が一番お詳しいですから。
And we know that Hyberian isn't actually a bad guy. No idea where he might be, though. Can you, I don't know, get in touch with him?
匂いはわかりますから、私が探してまいります。
Okay, that's good. Is he feeling some sort of responsibility for this, or is it that he feels like he cannot sit still in this situation? Well, then I'll leave him to you then.
では、行ってまいります。
Okay, he quickly makes himself invisible and leaves the room. Having seen him off, I, on the other hand, give Senpai a call. Senpai, we got big problems. No, it's nighttime. A short while later. Whoa! Oh, God.
どうだ
We have the two Soul Reapers who have rushed here. Inspect the still sleeping Tina.
これって何やってんのよ、こいつ。
Did you find out what's going on with her?
ええ。でも、正直意味わかんないわね、これ。
おい、一人で納得していないでちゃんと説明しろ。
Yeah, don't beat around the bush. We all need to know what's going on.
わかってるわよ。うっさいわね。
Or I won't fucking tell you shit! He clicks his tongue, then looks down on Tina with an unusually serious expression.
この子、せっかく手に入れた記憶を食べていないわ。
Oh, I thought that just happened automatically.
は？食べてない。
私たちは記憶を食べることで時間を得ているの。だからあんたたちはこの子に仕事をさせた。
Like we forced her to do the work so this wouldn't happen.
ああ、そしてそれは無事に終わって、ティナは十分な記憶を手に入れたはずだが。
でもその記憶を自分の時間にした形跡がないのよ。つまり食べていない。それじゃ意味がないわ。
She's trying to hold those memories for reasons. You mean?
ええ。何一つ解決しちゃいなかったってこと。むしろ悪化しているみたいだし。こいつもう消えかけているわ。
そんなバカな。
Probably unable to simply believe Hyberian's words. She herself also stretches out her hand towards Tina's body.
事実みたいだな。
I didn't think Hyberian would be wrong.
こんなので嘘ついても仕方がないでしょ。この子、かなりまずいことになってるわよ。
Yeah, like why would he lie? That's just, there's nothing to gain from that. But then we simply need to wake her up and have her consume the memories, right? That way she can be saved, right? Wait. When she gave the soul away, did she put the memory? Can you make the memories go with the soul? Can that, is that a thing, Hyberian?
おい、なぜ沈黙する。まさか。
そのまさかみたいよ。
本当なのか？
Shit's exactly what she did, isn't it? What are you two talking about? I force myself to somehow suppress the bad premonition that's surging within me and demand a clear-cut answer from the two Soul Reapers.
簡単に言うと、出遅れね。
What do you mean too late?
もう、この子の体はボロボロになっているの。壊れた器にいくら水を注いだところで、こぼれるだけでしょ。
I don't understand what he's saying. No, I just don't want to understand. She was so full of vigor when she was up yesterday, you know? It's just that she's sleeping a bit longer and...
最後の力を振り絞っていたのだろう。
そうね。それで無理が来て、今はこうして眠り続けているんでしょう。
God damn it, Tina. More and more a surreal reality reigns my being. I'm about to lose Tina.
どうして？なぜなんだ？なんでこんなことになっている？おい小太郎、貴様がついていながら。
Actually, I was gone.
すまない。平気な顔をされていては気づかなかった。
すまないで済むか？貴様それでも。
Oh god. Shut up! Be quiet! Damn. In response to my outburst, Silent falls over the room. Don't make a fuss in front of a sick person.
ああ、そうだな。悪かった。
記憶の使い方がわからなかったとか、そういうことはないの？
I feel like that'd be natural, so I doubt it.
教えていないわけがないだろう。それに、うまくできなかったなら相談に来るはずだ。
そうよね。本当に意味がわからないわ。
俺たちだけで議論していても無駄だろう。ティナが目を覚ましたら本人に尋ねるしかあるまい。
If she wakes up at this point.
もう一度目を覚ましてくれるならね。
See, Iberian took the words right from me.
力がすごく弱まっているんだ。起きてくれるのかどうかさえ祈るしかない。
I see. The fact that no one even raised the topic of curing her plunges me into despair.
見守るしかないわね。
We need some hope bagels right now. There's only one thing I can clearly understand. That this is the result of Tina's choice, of her own free will. Thanks, you two. Kotaro and I will look after her from here on out, so...
ああ、だが
そっとしておいてあげなさいよ、エレ。坊やも何かできることがあったら言ってちょうだいね。
I will. Thanks. Even after Eleonora and Iberian left, Tina kept sleeping. In the end, not once did she open her eyes that day. I really couldn't do anything but watch over her. You can't, like, we wouldn't be able to sleep while that was happening. The next day, Saturday. Since we have no school today, I look after Tina nonstop. And she's still sleeping, huh? Tina. The thought that she might actually not be able to wake up again at this rate and just disappear increasingly renders me unable to conceal my anxiety, even though it really just seems like she's sleeping comfortably if you gaze at her like this. Oh? It was then when I was about to break into tears involuntarily that someone knocked on my room's door. I take a deep couple breaths, then after completely normalizing my expression, I stand up. That is because if I looked like a mess, I would only needlessly cause my family more worries.
兄さん。
Hi, Konami. The one I found standing there when I opened the door was Konami. Well, what's the matter?
ティナさんの様子はどう？
I guess she must have gotten worried about her and came up to check on her. Well, she's still asleep.
そう。
I only told Konami and Aoi-san that Tina was feeling bad. However, she has been constantly asleep since yesterday. It's only natural for them to become worried.
看病変わろうか？兄さんもご飯食べて休まないと。
No, it's alright. I'll do that.
でも、
I'm her boyfriend after all, so it's only natural for me to stay by her side at a time like this, right? I somehow managed to force something resembling a smile onto my face and gently decline her offer.
そっか。なら、朝ごはん持ってくるね。まだ食べてないでしょ？
Now that you mention it, I really haven't. I haven't really been feeling the urge to eat, actually.
兄さんまで倒れたら、看病の意味ないからね。
Yeah, that's true. I'll bear that in mind.
リンゴも剥いてくるから、ティナさんが起きたら食べさせてあげて。
Alright, thanks. Having thanked her, I set her off as she descends the stairs. It just makes me happy that she's also worried about me, but my appetite just doesn't seem to improve after all. Still, I really have to eat something. I force my... if you're, like, not hungry, sometimes you gotta eat. Like, you gotta just force yourself to eat and get some energy or something. After I ate the meal Konami brought me, I continued to stare at Tina's sleeping face. Occasionally wiping her sweat is just about the only thing I can do right now. I'm so powerless. It feels like my heart is getting close to being squashed by nagging irritation and anxiety. It's been merely a day and I'm already a mess. Now I can relate to how Suo must have felt when he was looking at Koharu-san. But I'll stay by her side the whole time until the end. Definitely. So I'm gonna look up at the sky. And so time slowly passes by.
ユウマくん、ちょっといいかな？
Oh boy. Aoi-san, who has quietly opened the door and entered, addresses me. Is something wrong?
お客さんなんだけど、ジンポウさんが来てくれて。
Oh boy, this can only end in a travesty. That's okay. I've already informed Senpai about Tina's condition.
そっか。じゃあ。
She directs her eyes toward the door and gives Senpai, who is peeking inside the room, a nod.
お邪魔します。
Hi, Senpai.
様子を見に来たよ。
Senpai anxiously directs her gaze down at Tina, who's lying in the bed.
ジンポウさん、ごめんなさい。
It's not our fault, really.
何がですか？だって、ティナちゃんのことを預かっておきながら、こんなことになっちゃって。浅葉先生の責任じゃないですよ。
It's just Tina's fault.
だけど、もともと体の弱いところのある子ですから、こちらこそご迷惑をかけちゃって申し訳ありません。前にもこういうことがあったけど、ティナちゃん何かの病気なの？
I wish we could just explain to her about the whole Soul Reaper business, but you know.
ちょっと特殊な体質で。そうなんだ。どうすればいいのかな。もうしばらく様子を見て目を覚まさないようなら、かかりつけの病院に連れて行きます。そのあたりは私が手配しておきますので、大丈夫ですから、あとは私とユウマくんに任せてください。それじゃあ、私たちにできることがあったら何でも言ってね。 はい、ありがとうございます。
Well then, having heard Senpai's relatively logical explanation, Aoi-san, albeit reluctantly, leaves the room again. I had trouble coming up with a good explanation for this situation, so it's honestly a big help that Senpai showed up.
それで、ユウマくん、ティナちゃんの様子はどう？
Not good. Not good. She hasn't even opened her eyes once.
そっか。
Is there really no way to save her? Like, giving her a part of my life or something?
できるなら、私がとっくにそうしてるよ。
Maybe Rina inside us, her life, would be able to do something. But her sister...
ユウマくんの時は寿命が尽きていたわけじゃないから、それとはちょっと事情が違うの。
No, that's not an option then, huh?
仮にできたとしても許可しないけどね。そんなことしたら、ティナちゃんは決して自分を許せなくなる。永遠に苦しみ続けることになるんだよ。
Right.
だからお願い。変なことは考えないでね。
These aren't funny ideas, these are rather serious ideas that I'm having. I'm sorry. I'm sure she must have also gone through quite a painful time when Tina's sister died.
あんなのは間違ってる。もう二度と繰り返さない。
Senpai.
ま、そもそもやれって言われても無理だけどね。
She tries to form a mischievous smile, but fails.
ダメだな。ユウマくんを励ましに来たのに。
Cheer me up. It actually must be a lot more painful for her than for me, and yet she has spent considerably more time with Tina than I did, to the extent that she is most likely seeing her as her little sister. Normally, you'd think she has every right to scold me for not having noticed anything, even though I was by her side. And yet she merely gazes at Tina with a lonesome expression, not voicing a single word of blame.
やっぱり死神にはなりたくなかったのかな。
Well, I don't think you'd want to choose that as a profession. Senpai?
わかんないけどね。そうなのかなって。時々いるんだ。こういうどこまでも向いてない子が。
Do you know Soul Reapers who are like that?
まあね。リーナ、ティナちゃんのお姉さんとか。
Yeah, we could have guessed that. I see. I placed my hand on my own chest and ascertained the throbbing of my heart.
リーナがユウマくんを助けた時も、そして今のティナちゃんが何を思っているのかも私にはわからないけど、生き続けるよりも大切な何かがあるんだろうね。
I already suspected so as well, but does that mean you also think she has chosen that fate herself?
多分ね。そういう意味だと本当はエレだって全然死神に向いてないんだけど。
I also know that she doesn't have the kind of personality which lets her go about it all businesslike.
エレの場合はね、ほら、私が巻き添えになるから、きっと私のことを優先してくれてるんだと思う。
I suppose in truth, she has gone through things that made her sick of everything, made her want to give away her life.
苦しいよ、死神なんて、やっぱり。
Yeah. However, while I'm able to feel for her, I still can't consent to the situation. A wide array of feelings sorrowfully and oppressively well up inside me. Then does that mean that Tina doesn't mind hurting me in the process? Did she prioritize something else, even if it meant breaking her promise with me and making me, her lover, sad. Bitterness, misgiving, sorrow, despair. Amidst this vortex of emotions that made me want to scream, only one thing remains clear as day. Senpai, I don't want to lose her. It hurts so much. I mean, I love her.
そっか。
However, this pain is most likely an inherent part of love. That's why I had to face this pain. Oh, you gotta face that pain head on. I feel like this route's gonna end with a bad or not a happy ending. I just feel it in my bones, and I don't know how I feel about it.